Hi Gemini, let's get straight into it. Gemini, okay. Beautiful, 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Temperance card. Okay, just a quick overview. Looking at these cards here, I definitely feel like some of you are leaving something behind for something better, Gemini. Now, this could be in relationships, this could be in work. You're definitely leaving something massive behind. There's definitely something you've been growing resistant to, something you've been growing defensive over, Gemini, and I think this is the month where you're walking away from that and finding your happiness elsewhere. I feel your happiness lies elsewhere, so this is exciting. This is a big change for you that's coming up. And you're leaving something massive behind in your life and working on something you've been meaning to create here with the Temperance card. So there is a lot of changes. Some of you are leaving something behind to get a relationship going. This is the 10 of Cups. Some of you are getting a happily ever after here. This is a relationship that's forming. Now, you do have a lot strong fire elements here. You do have cups as well. So those that are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, there are massive reconciliations happening, possibly with those from the past. And if this is not the case, then I feel for some of you, there's a relationship that's forming or that will be formed. Some, I feel like you've been waiting on it for quite some time, Gemini, and this is something you've been waiting for and it's coming to fruition. You've done the hard yards, you've done the hard work. It's time to experience the thrill, the happiness, and the bliss that will come with this reconciliation here with the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is looking to the rainbow in the sky, feeling like, especially if this is career related or just general day-to-day personal lives, there's an element of children here, reconciliation with the 10 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Swords, much like the 5 of Cups, I feel resonates with the same messages, and this is in regards to you walking away from something or something walking away from you. In this case, it's the Swords, so it could be a strong notion of you walking away, Gemini, because you do represent the Swords, or possibly a fellow air sign walking away. But I feel it's towards something better because the last card is the Temperance card. So I feel like you're moving towards something that you've been wanting to move towards, Gemini. And you're leaving the negativity behind. I feel like it's all become too much for you and you're not going to stand for something that doesn't have your best interest. And maybe this is in regards to work as well. Maybe you're walking away from a job where you've been taken for granted or a job that you no longer find fulfilling and you're leaving it for something of your own creation. So I feel like this exodus, this change is because you've initiated, Gemini. You've brought it about in some way in your life here. I also feel for some of you, there's someone coming back from the past, Gemini, especially in relationships, or a past opportunity may come back to you is what I'm sensing here. Something that you've closed yourself off to before, Gemini. The opportunity still lingers, so to speak. So for some, there's an opportunity that you possibly walked away from in the past, maybe in the last 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, and it's coming back up. I think it's going to hit you in a really big way. It's definitely something you've grown resistant to with the 7 of Wands present in the top hand corner. So possibly this is something you've been defensive over. Excuse me. You've been reluctant to accept. Some of you are just doing your own thing this month, Gemini. You're in your own element. And you're really not letting anyone stand in the way of that. And I like the attitude you've got this month. And this is really strong, the 7 of Wands. This has you feeling, maybe it's this opportunity that comes up, maybe it's this change, but it has you feeling like you're out on your own and you're making your own decisions without the influence or the opinion or the negativity of others, maybe. Because you also have the 3 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is a card of reconciliation, happiness. There's definitely, I think there's romance happening for some of you that are single, or even if you are married, there's an element of, there's like a spark or a romantic energy here that's coming through that I think will be very, very enjoyable for you. The 3 of Cups, can also symbolize toasting to someone's success. So I feel like some of you are leaving behind a job or possibly a career and undergoing a massive career change, and you're really celebrating, and it's somewhere where you can be very, very successful, but it's of your own creation somehow with the Temperance card. So I'm inclined to say for some of you, it could be an autonomous venture, a self-governing business. But for others, I feel like you're joining a new workplace where your work will be received very, very well. Your work ethic, your contributions and achievements to the company can be absolutely amazing here. It's somewhere where everyone will celebrate your success. So there's celebration and victory and praise that's around you, Gemini, which I love. I think you'll definitely embrace it here, as can be seen with the Three of Cups. Five of Cups, there is a certain melancholy, nostalgia, or reflection that may overcome you this month. It could be in regards to work, it could be in regards to love. But for now, I think with the 2 5s here, possibly something that happened around May, in the 5th month of the year, maybe 5 months ago, maybe 5 weeks ago, 5 days ago, has you feeling a little bit reflective or nostalgic. I honestly think it's to do with an opportunity that had presented itself earlier to you. Now, this opportunity you didn't grasp at the time, but I think it's one that could really propel you forward, whether it is in career or whether it is a love opportunity. I feel like you'll get a second chance to either prove yourself in career, a second chance to show what you're made of, Gemini, a second chance to prove that you can commit in this relationship, or you are wanting love or embracing love. So I feel like it's to do with another opportunity that's from the past. And I think a lot of you will take this opportunity. Others will walk away from it again, but there's a reason why this opportunity keeps coming back up, and it's almost like you're getting a second chance. Some of you a second chance at love, or a second chance at a career, or a second chance to prove yourself somehow. Because with the Temperance card here, this is a wonderful conclusion. The Temperance card is alchemy, possibly a strong Sagittarius for some of you. So those that have been dealing with a Sagittarius earlier in love or in work, partnerships or collaborations, this person is coming back up, and I really feel they're heaven sent with the Temperance card here. They're clearly someone that has a benevolent energy, is benevolent, is trying to help you, is trying to ground you in some way. And I feel like you're following your bliss, Gemini. You see how the angel has one foot or one foot dipped into the water here. It's you channeling emotion. So you're moving closer to something you're passionate about, Gemini, something you've been meaning to attract in your life. And it could very well have to do with this opportunity. For some, though, I feel like there's very strong romance that's coming in, reconciliation, with the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Temperance card. And I think you'll be very, very happy with what comes about this month romantically. For some that are single, I feel like you might be meeting someone that is wanting commitment, is emotionally available, and has been waiting for the same thing as an alchemist, so has manifested you in some way here. So at the same time, you're manifesting someone, but your frequencies match up, so this person is manifesting you in turn. I mean, it could be in career as well. Something you've been meaning to work towards. I definitely feel like people might be singing your praises this month in career. But I think some of you are finally learning how to deal with this toxicness, or this change that might come about, as indicated by these 3 cards here. And what I will do is lay out another 6 cards in relation to love here and see what comes up for you. Some of you are meeting someone that you could potentially have a family with. There's children involved here. Someone you're reconciling with, possibly from the past that I mentioned as well. Okay, Magician, Aries energy, Earth energy for those that are dealing with Earth signs, air energy, and water. Okay, this is quite an assortment of fire, earth, swords, and water here. Okay, some more strength, and the Hanged Man. Okay, some of you in regards to love and relationships have been waiting on a person to make a decision, have been waiting on someone to give you fairness, equality, and justice here with the 6 of Pentacles. You're waiting for someone to be in balance, someone that can reciprocate what you're giving, Gemini, and you've been waiting for quite some time here, as indicated by the Hanged Man. I feel like someone is coming with initiative, someone is going to be proactive and approach you in love. So for those that are single, maybe you've been waiting on someone, maybe someone's caught you has caused you pain or hurt or distraught in the past, and possibly even betrayal, I think you're going to hear from this person again. And I think for some of you, they've made some changes. You've been waiting for them to change, Gemini, and you'll see it for a lot of you. You'll see how much they've changed and how much maybe they want you around or they want to commit to you now. For some, you will continue to wait with the Hanged Man here, but for those especially that have been dealing with an air, earth and fire sign, could even be water as well, I feel like you're going to see changes in this person. Look at this, the Magician and the Strength card. Especially in fire signs, this is someone that's really going to prevail and pursue you and want this second chance with you. It's someone that's coming forward and is showing strength. So they've obviously changed in some way, Gemini. And maybe they have caused you betrayal and hurt and pain in the past with the Ten of Swords present. But I think in all honesty, they've changed. The Queen of Cups, they're a different person now. Something has happened. And now if you haven't had this encounter with them, this betrayal, this deceit, or something that's gone on behind closed doors, I honestly feel like this person might have had this happen to them. And this is why they're coming back with strength and knowledge and wisdom and the strength to come in with a change, the want, the desire to come in and be a new person, because the Magician is a manifester. He creates and he wants new beginnings. He ushers them in, he welcomes them in, almost embraces them in, Gemini. And I think for some of you dealing with someone romantically, this person is or has undergone a element or a notion of enlightenment here. So they've learnt lessons for some of you. The Hanged Man, they've been introverted, maybe they've been really imbalanced. Someone around you is hurting, Gemini, because maybe you've left them behind, or maybe you left them because there wasn't equality in the relationship with the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you left them because there wasn't as much love they could give you, or they weren't your anchor. They didn't give you the same strength as you were giving them in terms of time and energy and love and devotion and dedication. This person is changing for some of you who are single, or maybe have an ex around them, or someone that has or is changing around them, is what I feel. For other Geminis, I feel like if it is an earth sign or possibly an air sign, you're dealing with someone who is wanting more from you. And they're actually waiting on you. Maybe you've been introverted, maybe you've been focusing on other things going on in your life, personal things, career maybe. But this person is waiting on you to change, because, or accept them for who they are maybe. Because there's a feeling of someone feeling imbalanced without you, someone feeling like they're hurting, like they aren't themselves without you around them. So that's quite interesting. The Queen of Cups is showing someone, especially if they are a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, someone that's emotionally available, that's coming in. And they've been waiting. This notion of the Temperance card with the Queen of Cups, I honestly feel like someone's been waiting. And I feel for some of you it's a very strong message of a second chance. Or maybe it's a new love with an old lover. Maybe it's just reigniting the spark. But there's something about a second element or a rebirth possibly that someone's been waiting on. And look, maybe it's been the both of you, Gemini. Maybe you've both been waiting on this rebirth, this change, because the Ten of Swords also indicates massive changes. This is an old way of life dying, Gemini. This is something in the relationship is shifting here. For some, it's definitely having the strength to walk away from an opportunity. As much as, the Queen of Cups is present here in regards to love, I feel like some of you need to walk away from someone here because they've been so unbalanced, and because you've given them all your strength, and because they're not appearing as the Magician. And this is why you'll need to leave them behind. But I think you'll be leaving them behind for something better, something that's more in alignment to what you're wanting. Because you'll be left picking up the pieces, but I think this could lead you to something destined, something you've been wanting to attract for a very long time, Gemini, and it'll come to you. You just need to exercise patience. You need to pick up the pieces. You might be starting from square one again, but it'll all be worth it. because there is a happy ending here, the Ten of Cups. What a marvelous card of reconciliation and togetherness and harmony and happiness that's coming in for you. So that's certainly possible. A very beautiful outcome here potentially for some of you. One where you'll be celebrating, you'll be telling your love to other people, your friends, your family. There's possibly an engagement here, there's a celebration, or even reinstating your vows, having another ceremony to commemorate your love, or something of the sort. Could be on the horizon here for you, Gemini, in love. But for others, I mean, the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands is needing the strength to walk away because you no longer can be the person that carries the relationship, or you no longer can be burdened by by the imbalance, maybe. Burdened by the imbalance this person has exhibited, or maybe you've exhibited to them, and it's no longer something you can carry and you'll have to leave. But as I said, something about initiative, it needs to be your doing that brings this forward. Let's have a look at career and professional life, business. Okay, some of you are leaving, departing a job to find a better opportunity, possibly overseas in a different location, in a different city, maybe in a different country. There could be a working visa coming up. Definitely, as I said that, the Two of Wands popped up. International locations, foreign affairs. Some of you are capricious about leaving behind a job, or you have two different opportunities, two different jobs, two different career paths, or two different choices you may need to make. Now there's influential people around you because you have an air queen, you have a water king, and then you have a fire queen. So there's obviously people of high importance that are around you, Gemini. But what I really admire here and what I'm going with is, look at these two cards here. The Queen of Swords with the Six of Swords, I think speaks volumes of the mentality you'll have. And there's a certain element of direction that you're so ready to leave something or embark on a journey, and it could even be traveling for work or taking an opportunity that may present itself, but it's further away than what you're used to, Gemini. And it's, as much as you're a mutable air sign, sometimes you are a little bit capricious about expecting that change or embracing the change with the Nine of Wands present. So look, this can be the case for some of you. For some, I think you're collaborating with someone here because you've got someone in the boat with you. There's two people present here and there's two wands. So for some of you, there's a collaboration happening, as I mentioned, with the Ten of Cups. Collaboration of sorts that's happening. And I'm intrigued if this is someone that you've previously known, someone that's a dear friend, that's wanting to collaborate with you in some way, in business or work. And if this is the case, I mean, as I said, you do have influential people here, and I feel like you can trust the people that are around you. For some, you might be a little bit wary about a fire sign because the wands represent fire, or maybe the fire sign is wary about collaborating with you or working directly with you. It could be a Leo for some of you because the Queen of Wands does represent a Leo. However, I'm inclined to say that with the Nine of Wands present, I think it's you. For some of you, you're scared to make a change, but it could lead you to becoming someone very, very influential or working with high status people because, as I said, you're surrounded by kings and queens and you're coming up as a queen. So there's an elevation of some kind here, possibly a promotion that might require you to move different divisions, move locations, possibly move companies altogether. But there's this element here, but I think for some of you, you're capricious about taking it because you might not feel like you're qualified for this, Gemini, like it's a little bit beyond your experience or expertise. But you're coming up as direct and with the Queen of Wands here, so you're coming up as someone that can learn and grow and really accelerate in their career from this opportunity. And I'd really think it over if I were you, because again, As I said, I do see you leaving. You have the Seven of Wands underneath, the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups. There's definitely an element of leaving something behind because there's an opportunity that's behind you that could be very, very promising. And the Six of Swords is all about movement. Now, for those that aren't planning to move anywhere or planning to change jobs or anything of that sort, I feel as though you're moving into better relationships with your superiors and with your colleagues. Especially those that have been dealing with a fire sign or a water sign, or even a fellow air sign, there are vast improvements into your relationship because the Six of Swords indicates this movement from turbulence, upheaval, chaos into calmness, serenity, peace, and stability. So this is really nice, a better relationship. And this is on the part of both your efforts. As much as I said that it's all about initiative and something of your doing, for those that have been dealing with a fire sign boss or a fire sign colleague or a fire sign business partner or even an air sign, I suppose any sign for that matter, I feel as though there's a vast improvement that's happening between the two of you here in your relationship. Two cups, two people coming together in reconciliation, two people involved, and it's both their efforts that count is what I'm getting here in career-wise. For some of you, I feel like you're getting a job or might be starting a job in an industry where it has to do with tourism, maybe not directly. So say, for example, maybe not directly with airlines or cruise liners or holiday or retreats or resorts, but some of you are working on an international basis. So say, for example, it could be international IT consulting, it could be international design, it could be tourism, it could be opening up Airbnb ventures. But I think there's something to do with this that's taking place here. For some, I feel like it's more spiritually connected or more closely in line with your passions, because the King of Water, the King of Cups, represents something that's more aligned with our passions, with our emotions, what really resonates with us, and something we want to show to the world, something we want to hold in our hands, or we have a knack for or a forte for. So I think this is coming up for you. It's exciting. I think you've got a lot of changes happening in career or in business and professional. So this is really exciting for you. You've got a lot to look forward to, Gemini.